Welcome viewers from across Australia and around this wonderful world of ours. It gives me great pleasure this afternoon to welcome you to the Adelaide Footy League Division 1 Round 14 clash for Classic Clashes, our matchday sponsor. We have the 7th place Prince Alfred College coming up against first place and undefeated Glenunga. These two teams met off in the 2023 Division 1 Grand Final. Prince Alfred College, pretty much a skeleton of what was existing from last year's premiership team, while Glenunga have been out for redemption all season long, remain undefeated with a 13 zip. Prince Alfred, the home team, 5-8, been struggling of late. They've lost 3 on the trot and lost last week to Port Districts away. Last week, Glenunga, 35-point winners at home. Got a magnificent clash on our hands. The coaches today at Park number 9. We're rocking the suburbs in the city here of beautiful Adelaide, the city of churches. We've got Craig Pitt, the playing coach of Prince Alfred College 2014 Glenelg best and fairest player, and obviously the 2023 premiership coach. And for the Glenunga Rams, Nathan Grimer. What an experienced campaign, 88 games at the AFL level, 86 with North Melbourne, and 2 during the season where they had to get some top-up players after the drug scandal that hit that club. 2007 Central District's premiership player, and coached the Double Blues back in 2019-20. My name's Matt Gale. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. We've got young Lachlan Gould on the call. And Lachlan, welcome to the call. And I'd like you to welcome in our matchday sponsor, Classic Clashes.
Yes, Classic Clashes. We are proud to announce the media truck is now live and operating and is the first across Australian media. With a massive sportal screen on the side, commentating facilities above, we are capable of broadcasting a multitude of events, including sports of all types, community events, films night, plus much more. We will be announcing shortly when the truck will be in SA and available to view, showcasing the many options available. In exciting news, we have a sponsor and collaboration pieces, including naming rights, plus advertising options for 2025. Don't miss this huge opportunity to create a unique way to bring brand awareness to your valued customers, potential customers, and sponsors and supporters. Classic Clashes, celebrating grassroots greatness, and we, along with them, are going to be celebrating grassroots greatness tonight.
Yeah, we certainly will. Magnificent to see. There's no rain out there at the moment. We've got a forecast for 13 degrees. Currently 13.2. Feels like 7.6. Probably even less up in our broadcast position. There is a mud patch in the middle of the ground. Doesn't look like it's going to impact the game too much, but there is a strong wind to the left of your screen, wherever you're looking right across this wonderful city and state and across the world. If you're viewing online via our YouTube platform, you've got a southwesterly 22 knots will favour the left of your screen. I suspect there's probably 2 or 3 goals in that. We've seen some goals kicked to the right of your screen in the last quarter in the B grade, but other than that, it shouldn't impact the game too much. The $64,000 question this afternoon: will Glenunga keep that unblemished record and hit the 14 zip, or can PAC rediscover some magic from last season, and can they upset the league leaders? B grade scores, please, Lachlan.
B grade scores, it ended up being a PAC. They were 6-4-40. Glenunga, though, they got the chocolates 8-9-57. So Glenunga in the A's and in the B's. And I was having a chat with their team manager before the first bounce here this afternoon, and he said to me, he said, I think because we've got such a strong B's program, that's making our A's a lot more better, and we're able to keep that undefeated system, so we don't have to change the system which they're playing.
Yeah, a lot of depth for both clubs, and PAC, one of the only few teams in the league that actually have an E grade amongst their club ranks, which is super impressive. And as you can imagine, there's been a lot of PAC graduates over time. Let's round out our matchday sponsors, and of course these sponsors do a tremendous job for us and in supporting our grassroots footy.
Yes, of course, we've got Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, and the scoreboard's brought to you by Sportal and Hahn Ultra Zero Carb. Great taste, Ultra Zero Carb, how good. Filming Footy stats with team plus individual statistics. You can watch your highlights and analyse your opponents. All statistics are complemented by a complete playlist package with vision to match.
And they're powered by Dartfish, those wonderful Filming Footy stats. Big thanks to Farmers Leap for their sponsorship of the Coach of the Week award, which I think was Nathan Grimer during the week, the coach of the Glenunga Rams. Guest on ground will receive a pair of Archie's thongs. Absolutely magnificent, like walking around with getting a massage at the same time. And the snag of the day brought to you by Jag Meatworks. Who will jag the snag of the day this week? Winner receives a voucher for 1 kilo of gourmet sausages. Make your way down to the Arndale Shopping Centre to collect those. We've had some outstanding winners in the previous weeks. Also got the Player of the Year award, which will be voted on by commentators. The Goal of the Week, brought to you by Born to Build and proudly donated by Wakefield Sports Clinic. And of course the Bianco Mark of the Week contender will receive a $100 voucher. Big thanks to Bianco. Now, in the previous games played between these two very proud clubs, and there's been a very interesting and a very impactful clash between these sides over the past 7 times they've met. Obviously, Glenunga getting the chocolates early this season in round 5, getting home. They're home over by 35 points. The last year's grand final, bit of a seesaw affair. It was PAC getting up by 14 points at Cooper's Stadium. The qualifying final, however, wasn't such the same music from the same hymn book. Was Glenunga getting up by 8 points at home at Webb Oval. The Spider Webb Oval is very, very hard for opposition tubs to navigate. Round 17, they also took them on at Webb Oval, won by 27 points. Round 8 last year, PAC getting the chocolates here at Park 9 by 9 points. Semi-final 1 in 2022, it was PAC by 4 points. Glenunga back in round 18, 2022 by 18 points, and PAC round 6, 2022 by 42 points on this exact oval. Lachlan, magnificent to be commentating with you this afternoon. What are you looking forward to, mate?
I'm looking forward to a really good game of footy. I think that's what we're going to get. You've mentioned it already. These teams are two very proud teams in this competition. They've been mainstays for a while now, and I think for mine, I think this is going to be a really big challenge for Glenunga. Being out I was here a couple of weeks ago with the stream team. Was lucky enough to be doing the boundary riding and called out at Webb Oval. Both ovals are very similar, so I think it's a massive opportunity here for Prince Alfred to potentially be able to pinch a win from right under Glenunga.
I'm really looking forward to the ruck contest today. We've got big Geordie West from Glenunga. He's had a 4-year American college basketball career with Southern Oregon. And he's obviously played with Sydney in the Northeastern AFL former competition. 23 league games with Woodward Torrens, 200 centimetres, and coming up against the home talent of Jordan Hill. Spent some time with the Nord Reserves and a champion ruckman in his own right. And back into the side this week with some minor changes. Tyson Brazel, Riley Davis and Mitch Weeks out for the home team. Joe Howard, Ollie Wilkin and Jordan Hill. Get underway. Let's get our key caller, Lachlan Gould, on the call.
And we are away down in the centre of Park 9 here, as you mentioned, in the lovely suburbs, the outer suburbs, of Adelaide. Ball bouncing and bowled over. Glenunga lead the race to the footy. They do then grab the ball. Ball flicked back and through hands. In the end, Fahey just gets it forward. Collected on the half volley is through the middle. Come Prince Alfred. That might have been a tripping free kick. And it is going to go the way of Prince Alfred Old Collegians.
So it's true centre half back, PAC. Plenty of movement in their forward half. There's an option on down the line to Hugo Kelly. Finds him. Oh, just punched the pivotal moment. Kick smothered. So the pressure meters up for both teams. We'll have a ball up at right half forward for the home team. So Neil taking a huge run up. West just grabs it out of the ruck. He's taken incorrect disposal. So Jordan Neal strikes with the first blood. And will be the recipient of about 65 from home. Got one on short. Instead goes to the hot spot. No one at home. Oh, almost a mark there to Schmidt, but no mark taken. Ball comes to ground. Comes off the leg there, and umpire says it's just come off above the knee of Will Schmidt. We'll have a boundary throw in, about 40 metres out for PAC.
All about to come back into play here. She mentioned this ruck battle. It's bound to be interesting. Western Neil. Ball comes in. Fell short. And it was in the end Davis was involved. He wasn't able to get it out. Great tackle there as Temi drives his opponent into the ground. Ball goes up again. Tap down. West, Davis. Prince Alfred now have the footy. good tackle, and we are going to get a ball up.
So 40 metres from home for PAC. It's been stuck in their forward half. If you look around the field, every player within this half of the field as we speak. Some good work out of that ruck contest there by Kelly. Umpire's found a free kick for too high. And as their teammates call, good keeping your head over the footy, and the free kick will go to Josh Perks. 200th career game last weekend. And has been in the A grade since round 11, 2023. So Perks, I wonder if he's got the distance. Tricky wind to contend with. Man on the mark, probably got a couple of metres there. Should be kicking from about 35 from home, right in front of our broadcast position for filming Footy and Sports Interactive. Deliberate approach. Hits the tarmac, hits the goal. Has he got the distance? He's got the carry! And Perks strikes first to PAC, and on the Sportal scoreboard, 3 minutes down, PAC 1 straight 6, Glenunga yet to score.
Yeah, I don't think distance was really the worry, but accuracy certainly was. What a kick though.
Very hard to circumnavigate with this windy, blustery conditions, but obviously knows this oval really, really well, and sliced it straight through the high diddle.
Let's get back underway in the centre of the ground. Perks, your last goal scorer, he's in there now. I'm doing the rocking, obviously. It's going to be Neil and West still doing that battle. Ball goes up. West this time wins the ruck tap down. Davis was trying to get there. He was unable to. Perks then lays a good tackle. Umpire says it's going to be a free kick, and it is going to go the way of the Glenunga Rams. Oh, what a tackle. Holding the ball, and the home fans go wild, although they tried to take advantage. In the end, Perks is going to get the footy, and he deserves it for what a great tackle that was.
So Perks taking out big Abe Davis. Pretty tough to do. He's a big ball in the middle, 194 centimetres, and he'd be well over the 100 kg, but ball of muscle. So got one down the line here, finds Wilkin. So Wilkin at right half forward. Got Neil on the 45. He's been given a bit of room there by Jordan West. So goes to true centre half forward. Plenty of numbers behind the ball. Davis gets the punch. Goes to another Davis. Big Juice. And straight through the middle for a minor score. It's good to see Juice Davis back in the lineup. Adelaide Crows top-up player. And looks like he's back almost full term with PAC.
Ball now going to get kicked in. Got to score 117 plays yet to score. Ball in the centre of the ground. Few fly. No one able to get clean hands to it. It just sits and waits. In comes Perks. He does well. Gives the hand pass out the side. Kicks on its way. No. So behind there. And it's PAC with all the momentum early. They're 1-2-8. Glenunga Rams yet to score. We're 5 minutes in.
So Wilkin busy into the lineup today. 4 changes to the Glenunga outfit, undefeated. So great start here by PAC. Almost 5.5 down in this first term on the Sportal scoreboard. Good punch from the back of that contest by Wilkin. Ball comes to ground. Some strong tackle. The pressure meter's right up here for PAC, which is terrific to see. PAC with the... ball goes up, West and Neil. Ball comes to ground. Off the ground there was Pitt, the playing coach. Wilkin taken high in the tackle, and we'll have a ball up right on the 50-metre arc for PAC. Done all their attacking thus far.
Yeah, they have. They've been good. Certainly when you're playing a team as good as the Rams, you've got to get on the front foot early. That they are. Pitt tried to dive back in. He was unable to. It was a good tackle in the end. Jordan Neal. But you mentioned off there, you think he's one of the most exciting players in the competition. Yeah,
I love his ruck work and can go both hands, but predominantly left paw, south paw.
Well, back in and under. Neil tried to get it out of there. Meantime, Fahey had other ideas. He snapped it forward. Collected by Glenunga. Pridham goes in hard. He was unable to win it. Now it is inside forward 50. Bouncing footy. Can they trap it? They can. He's got 2 to beat. Snaps on goal instead and bouncing and stays in. 2 Glenunga there, Rams there to work it out. And it's going to be driven over the top of the boundary line. Well done, Ianalo. That was Benjamin variety.
He almost caught himself there, Ianalo. Ball comes out to Davis. Davis snaps out of that contest. Just trying to get out of that defensive 50 if they can. Been under an enormous amount of duress early, Glenunga. Some good work there by Pritchard. His ball smothered. Goes to Prudham. The jockey just rode the first winner at Morphettville. Beautiful kick. Lands on the chest of Swartz. Swartz has found something inside 50 that he likes. Goes in the direction of Kalavasitis. Kalavasitis backtracks with a hand pass. Puts his teammate under an enormous amount of pressure. And umpire says, my ball. So a let off. And Glenunga prepared to counter-attack where possible. So Davis goes up against Neil. Ball comes out and trickles through for a minor score. First score for Glenunga, 1-2-8. Plays 1 point, and we're almost 8 minutes down in this opening term.
Of course, that on the Hahn scoreboard. The Hahn Ultra Zero Carb, Great Taste Ultra Zero Carb. How good is that? I can't wait to go home and have myself a Hahn Zero Carb. Well, meantime, in the back pocket. Goes long. And there's a good mark taken as well. Strong in the end, Trenorden. He sent it up the line. The one-on-one quickly becoming a free man who just floated across, and what a great take. Zach Smith, I've been really impressed with his year.
Yeah, he's had a terrific year so far. So Smith at left half back finds a player on the 45. And that is Kelly Mansell. Mansell goes also on the 45, so a bit of slicing and dicing. Finds Wunke, the vice-captain. So Wunke driving ball. Beautiful mark. So great mark there to Prosser. I might be just inside 450. The man on the mark's about 48 from home.
He kicked 4 goals against Port Districts a few weeks ago.
So he's had a pretty good season so far. So Prosser. Can he unleash? He's gone out wide early. It's coming back, but it'll just drift straight through the middle of the points. So 1-2-8 plays 2 behind. Sportal scoreboard. 9.5 down, first term.
Ball now. About to come back into play. We are in a very interesting stage as both teams just try and figure each other out at the minute. Decides to go straight up the middle. That's an ambitious pass. It's worked out. Macaulay takes it. Macaulay up the line. Finds Schmidt. Schmidt just stands and waits and decides to go back towards Trenorden. Trenorden just very happy at the minute, Prince Alfred, to play some slow footy. Now they try and go and the ball hits the deck, and now the runners are released. Here comes West for Glenunga. He's got other ideas. Ball inside for Wunke. And a mark taken as Prosser sells the dummy, then drills the ball inside forward 50. Davis was there, still Davis, and he's missed it.
He's kicked the belly almost off the ball there. Standing about 40 metres from goal, he's actually put it 40 metres out the other side. So not his best kick, Abe Davis, reigning Division 1 medalist for the competition. Absolute superstar.
Think he's a good chance to go again this year?
He is a good chance. He's been high amongst the upper echelon of this league again this year. So left back pocket. Beautiful drilling ball. Finds Neil. Big man looking to play on as we've got a Wasp, I think, in the broadcast position. Oh, hard hit there, and could have been a free downfield, not seen by the umpire. Geez, he's still down. He's either caught one in the breadbasket or one up a bit higher. And that ball's at right half forward for Glenunga. Just moving that ball ever so quickly now. Got one on inside 450, looking for Davis. Beautiful mark. Very hard to beat one-on-one, and the umpire's found a free kick for holding on.
So, illegally then, Davis took that mark. Meantime now out towards Schmidt. Schmidt then gives it to the runner who's on the wing. Here come Prince Alfred. They've been so good early. Inside forward 50. Ball bouncing. Came off the foot in the end of Smith. And a high tackle is going to go the way of Glenunga. The infringer there, Dundon. And the kick taken by Scott. Scott then across to Smith.
So Smith, beautiful looking ball outside defensive 50. He's got players on. It's good work there by Temak. Goes inside. He's found one short there. Drills that through the middle. Good work by DeSera. DeSera goes for Davis. Why wouldn't you? Looking for a free kick, nothing doing. So he's obviously going to be a crucial target inside 450 from Glenunga Davis. And why wouldn't you? He's got 20 goals into his account so far this season. Umpire's found a free kick on that far side. It's been too high. And dare I say, I do need to go to Specsavers because I can barely see over the far side of that oval. And it looks like we've got Bo Swartz lining up for potentially Glenunga's first of the day. Man on the mark's gone back probably a good 4 or 5 metres. So Swartz, 215 games for Southern Districts of the Northern Territory Football League. Deliberate approach, just drifts to the right for a minus score. So 1, 2, 8 plays 3 behinds on the Sportal scoreboard. 13.5 down first term.
Yes, ball's about to come back into play. It's going to be the kicker in Jolly to take it. He decides bouncing footy's going to be intercepted though, as now from the Hayner 50, that's gone across the face. So behind then, another one to the Rams.
Interested to see Hayden Jolly actually taking his kick-outs. He's been named in the guts up against Davis, and obviously they're going to go one-on-one when he goes inside 450. So pretty good move there by Coach Pitt. So Jolly to do the kick-in duties again. Thumping kick to a one-on-one on that far side. No mark taken. Got a runner on him. Pridham just needs to get a kind bounce and doesn't on this occasion. Great attack on the ball by KOC. The ball up just in front of the arc there for Glenunga. Davis says, I'll take the ruck up against Neil. Use all that body weight. Davis just takes it out of the ruck, flicks it across. Quick high up and under entry inside forward 50. They've got the runners there. DeSera just pokes it and goes to the left-hand side for a minus score. So Glenunga been peppering the goals without reward for effort here. And it's 1, 2, 8 plays 4 behinds. Almost 15 minutes down in this opening term.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting first opening stanza here of this competition, game today. Just waiting now for the ball to come back. Who's impressed you early on?
I've just been impressed with both midfields, quite prepared to take on one another.
Meantime, Footy's going to find its way out. In the hands of Pritchard. Pritchard then decides to look up the line. Sends it out towards a leading target. He wasn't able to take the grab in Kelly. Everyone on hands and knees and no one really winning it out. It's going to be balled up again. Tight contestant game of football as the wind comes through. It's certainly blowing in our faces, so it's flowing towards the right-handed screen. All meantime, he's going to work its way out. Handball came across then from Kelly Mansell. And it's going to be free. That ball's gone over and it's going to be thrown back in.
So ball will be thrown in about 30 from home for Glenunga. Still looking for their first goal. Davis again takes it out of the ruck and taken straight to the ground. Umpire says it's a push. So very fortunate, Abe Davis. He's right under the umpire's lid. And he'll definitely have the distance. Man on the mark's about 40 from home. Davis, one of the biggest kicks in the Division 1, will have no problems. It's just a matter of accuracy for the Big Bear. Davis, 54 games for South Adelaide, 49 for Sturt at the SANFL level. 29 goals in his 2023 campaign, which included that Division 1 medal we mentioned about earlier. And on song for a huge end of this season. Been one of the best players, 10 out of 13 games, so his weight for age is pretty good striking distance. Just off 2 steps. Makes it look easy. Beautiful goal by Abe Davis. And they just poked themselves in front now, Glenunga. 1-4-10 to PAC 1-2-8. And we are 17 odd minutes down in this opening term.
Yeah, very interesting game. It looks like, I was just going to mention as well, Abe Davis in the ruck. Interesting way he's using his body to position himself at the fall of the ball. Makes it very hard for your opposing ruckman.
Yeah, you've almost got to... He just takes care of that front position, and he's very immovable type character. If he won a good 105.
Well, meantime, back in the centre of the ground, tapped down. It's out in front of the running Kennett. He wasn't able to take it though. Ball's going to go back this time. Fahey, he gives it across. Here is the man of the moment. Davis decides to just put it towards the hot spot. This could go all the way. Oh. Marked on the line. What a grab in the end by Matchett. Gonna back that. And settle himself to drive through his first. And does just that. So Glenunga, they skip away. They're 2-4-16. It is Prince Alfred Old Collegians 1-2-8.
Well done there to Jack Matchett. He's had a pretty difficult season. Had a lot of injuries from what I can gather. He's only played the 3 games so far this season. Round 10 and 11 in the Bs and round 12 in the A. So just his second A-grade game. And a former Sturt under 15 product. And made that look easy. Geez, he had some carry on that ball from Davis.
Yeah, I was going to say, he might have pinched a goal on the line from Davis there.
I think he did in hindsight. So back to the middle. And it's big Geordie West up against Geordie Nil. The 2 Geordies will continue to follow each other around this small oval, but it's very wide here at Park 9. And if you use the corridor, look out. So West gets the ruck tap on this occasion. Umpire found a free kick. Jolly plays on immediately and gets that clearance. Oh, strong hit from the contest. Gets his kick there was Howard. Tries to keep it in. Great ploy. Rushed over the boundary line there was Archie Perks. Inside out spiral. Should be marked, and it is. So had the defensive structure in place. Bit stagnant as he looks up. Just got Geordie West in the to contend with at the hot spot. Ball goes over the head of Hugo Kelly. So they finally clear it. Could have been a mark not paid, but just didn't quite hang on enough there. Strong tackling. And a free kick there will go in the way of Harry Prosser. Long way up the ground, the centre forward.
Prosser managed to catch him for an interview after the game against Port Districts. He was delighted with the work of his teammates and of himself. And he started off today well as Kennett crosses across the ground. It was a beautiful kick and it hit Kelly Mansell. Then up the line he goes and finds a teammate on the far side in Temmie. Temmie up the line and chews off the easier pass of the leading target. Then through hands. Might have been a free kick.
The tunnelling, just a small amount of tunnelling, not much in it though.
Going to be a free kick going the way of DeSera. He then plays on very quickly and inside forward 50.
So thumping ball inside forward 50, plenty of distance and carry on that ball if you allow the wind to take hold. Strong tackling there by the PAC defence. Umpire says my ball 15 from home for Glenunga. Bit of a tale of 2 halves this opening stanza. PAC with the ball inside their forward half for quite a considerable amount. Now it's Glenunga having their lick of the ice cream. Strong tackling at ground level there by Macaulay. And we'll see a repeat ball up. So Davis up against Neil. Neil gets his south paw on the ball. Should trickle out of play for a boundary throw in. So next goal, pretty crucial for PAC. And also Glenunga, who have won a considerable amount of opening terms this season. So Davis looking to grab it out of the ruck where he can. Left foot snapper, slices, deals, inside out, beautiful snap. There could be a snag of the day contender there. And a beautiful goal. Lovely looking kick, sold the candy, and an excellent kick. I'm not sure if that was Schwartz. I couldn't quite see that far. Did we get a goal kicker there, Lockie?
I thought it might have been Abe Davis, but...
No, it wasn't Davis. Did you see he kick that goal, mate? No? We all need a bit of a crack at Specsavers, unfortunately. No, we'll figure it out, because that might be a snag of the day. It was an absolutely magnificent goal.
Was. We'll have to go down.
Yeah, I thought it was Schwartz.
Well, credit to Schwartz then.
I did stuff up last week's goal of the week contender, so hopefully that's not the case.
Ball back in the centre. Gives it out. Is Neil. Paddles it forward. It's going to sit for Pitt. Pitt inside forward 50. Bouncing footy collector. Great tackle. Wonky caught napping. And it is going to be a free kick and a shot at goal to Hugo Kelly. Steadies himself now. Very deliberate approach. He's going to have to kick from about 30 metres. Hugo Kelly. Oh, you heard the reaction from the crowd. Not one he's particularly going to look fondly back on as it slams into the woodwork and doesn't register anything.
Shin.
Yeah. Score remains. The 1-2-8 plays 3-4-22. That is on the Hahn scoreboard. Hahn Ultra Zero Carb, great taste. Ultra Zero Carb, how good.
So quick kick inside forward 50, a high up and under. Ball comes to ground. Some good work there by Archie Perks. Puts his team under duress. So trying to defeat them by hand pass. They need to get a kick out, and that's been done there by Prudham. Umpire says that's 15, and it lands in the lap there of Siebels, the vice captain. So quick to move the ball on. Perks again in the action. Archie, that variety. Some great work there at ground level. So they're out here, Glenunga. Just dropped that mark at the pivotal phase. Plenty of numbers and a strong tackling there by Match. It's given away the free kick. And a turnover is resulted.
Ball's going to go up the line. Prince Alfred, old collegians, trying to work their way forward. They've been good in this contest against the ladder-leading undefeated Glenunga Rams. Ball inside forward 50, knocked away at the last second from Kelly. Then the ball goes over the line. Might have been...
No, the umpire's found a free kick. Must be that last position as it dribbled out of the contest, or is it holding the ball?
So it's Garrels here.
Yeah, Garrels, yeah.
Garrels, who then loads up and sends it into the area. Oh, knocked away at the last second. And over the line it goes. That one's going to be thrown back in. You can hear the call then from the umpire.
So ball thrown in, shallow throw in, West gets his hand on it. Up against Hugo Kelly. This is a decent old fight at ground level, ball comes out. Playing for the free kick there was Zach Smith. He weaved himself out of trouble. And a fortuitous kick lands in the lap of his teammate. Right back pocket here, Glenunga. Beautiful day for football. Win to contend with for all players. Long down the line and a beautiful mark there taken by Luke McCauley, the captain. Again, he goes wide. He's found Pitt there on that far side. Comes back inboard to McCauley. Goes into the inboard. Beautiful kick. Could have been paid there, Howard, for an arm chop. Nothing doing for the umpire. I'll have a ball up right on the 15-metre arc for PAC. They're looking to get this next goal. So West just palms it down to Prudham. Got that arm pin there. It was Schmidt. Ball comes out of that contest. And strong tackling there by Lincoln Bennett. We'll have a repeat ball up right on the 50-metre arc here for PAC. Desperate for the next goal in this contest. 14-point buffer to Glenunga.
They desperately need it. Ball slapped down. West. It's good tackling in. Perks was involved in that one. He's going to get off the bottom of the deck as quarter time comes. And it is the score of 1-2-8 and plays 3-4-22. That is on the Han Ultra Zero Carb. Great taste, Ultra Zero Carb. How good scoreboard.
Okay, magnificent first turn. We've had both sides hitting the Sportal scoreboard and lighting it up, but Glenunga finishing very strong. Just quickly go through the goal kickers before we go to our break. We had Abe Davis, Matchett and potentially Bo Swartz, the goal kickers for Glenunga. And the first goal kicker of the game was, of course, Josh Perks. We'll need to clear up whether Bo Swartz is the recipient or an early contender for the snag of the day. Brought to you by Jag Meatworks. Kilo of gourmet sausages on the line there at the Arndale Shopping Centre for Jag Meatworks. And as we said, it's quarter time. It is Glenunga 3-4-22 with a handy 14-point buffer. PAC 1-2-8. We'll bring back the second quarter action after these key messages. Quarter time here at park number 9, and it is the Glenunga Rams undefeated 3-4-22. PAC started very strongly 1-2-8. What caught your eye in the first turn, Lachlan Gould?
Yeah, it's a good point you bring up then. It was almost, you said it during the call, it was almost a game, a quarter or two halves, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was PAC, they were really good, and then Glenunga, they were able to get on top. I think Abe Davis was a massive part of that, to be honest.
Yeah, he's well and truly on track for another best on ground honour so far. And back to the middle. It's big Geordie West and Jordan Neal. So West probably taking the honours in the first turn. Beautiful tap by Neal. He needs to use that leap if he's going to get on top of the big Jordan West tuner. Ball comes to ground and strong tackling. Pressure meter already up here for PAC. Strong tackling there by Craig Pitt, the playing coach. Pitt almost takes it out of the middle and almost second-guessed himself, giving the ruling that there is at the AFL level. So West, bodies out. There goes Davis again. Gets the hand pass out. Beautiful work to Fay. Fay goes with a long drilling ball and just pops out the back there and lands on the chest there of Siebels, the vice-captain.
Siebels decides to load up a long ball towards that outer side wing. Came in clutch then. Great grab from young Archie Perks. There's 2 Perks out there, Josh and Archie. Josh, well, he found the footy there. Got the ball now on true centre wing. This Perks starts to drill in board. Finds a nice mark. His teammate in Macaulay. Of course, Captain Macaulay goes up the line. Finds the coach in Craig Pitt. The leadership group combining there. Plenty of options. Just further down the line he goes and drills it in. It might have been out of bounds on the fall, and it was.
Certainly was. And the recipient of that free kick there. Just turn his back. So left back pocket for Glenunga, and he's been told to come up further up the line. Rarely do you see a player not taking full advantage of that particular ruling. Goes with a long ball down the line. Strong mark in the end by Pritchard. So Pritchard looking to hand pass off, and he does. Gives the jolly, beautiful looking ball inside 450. Umpires found a free kick for a push or a mark here. Either way, they've just swapped positions. Goes back to Kelly Mansell. He's been given a 25 and cringed on the mark. Poor posture will cost you. So the former Tasmanian lad, Kelly Mansell, goes short. Finds Kennett, the vice-captain. Goes on the 45 to Davis. Why wouldn't you? Davis just tries to sell a bit of candy. Goes back to Kelly Mansell. Pops one over the top. Nice looking kick. Carla Facedes under a bit of duress there. Up to the occasion. Goes inside forward 50. Looking for a target. No mark taken. Ball comes to ground. Dishes out the back. They're under pressure here. Pritchard gets on that trusty left foot. No mark taken again. So ball coming to ground. And it comes off the legs there of Jack Scott, and it should be a free kick. Well, according to the rule, and the umpire says accidental, and we'll have a boundary throw in at right half forward here for Glenunga.
I think Prince Alfred got a fair case there. Ball comes back in nevertheless. Ball sent forward in the end from Bold. Bouncing out, collected by Smith. So Smith sends it back down the line. He needed some assist, and well done. Kennett, he got the hand pass. Some fantastic work in the end. Crosser came in hard, extracted in the end by Schwartz. He might be a goal kicker. Meantime, down the line it goes, and they get out of trouble. Through Dundon.
Dundon turns it over. Poor skill area there. I've got one out the back here in Prosser. Jeez, manhandled, but smart work there by Charlick. Charlick switches the play. Goes to Trenorden. Trenorden goes to Jolly. Jolly's got a couple on the 45, ignores that, and Macaulay goes longer down the line. So they're out here, PAC. Goes back in board. Don't think it was probably a little bit ill-directed. Put it out in front of a plethora of players, and the ball trickles out of play. Right half forward for PAC.
All about to come back in. The Rocks will prepare to do battle again. It's going to be Neil taking on West. Neil this time was able to just send the ball inside forward 50. Don't worry about winning the ruck tap. And then that's what you get for playing in front. Fantastic grab. He's walking slowly back to his mark.
Yeah, I don't like when players turn their back on the play like that, but as you said, play in front as a forward, particularly against the wind, but fortuitously with the wind as well.
So it is Schmidt on the approach and sends it through the middle. So that is a fantastic start. Prince Alfred needed that. They needed to start this quarter well, and they do get the goal. Fantastic work there from Schmidt. He was very lackadaisy almost on the approach. He didn't overthink it too much. Sometimes you can see players get in their own head, but fantastic finish in the end, which moves the Prince Alfred Old Collegians to 2-2-14. Rams 3-5-23. We're 5 minutes into the second quarter, and that is on the Sportle and Hahn scoreboard. Hahn Ultra Zero Carb, great taste, Ultra Zero Carb. How good indeed.
Magnificent scoreboards brought to you by Sportle, and if you like your beer, zero carbs. Back to the middle. Neil just starting to get on top on the ruck, doing a magnificent work there. Goes to Pitt. They slice and dice out through Macaulay, playing his part. Jolly drives inside forward 50, looking for a runner to come through and hit that contest at ground level. Nothing doing. Prowse in a bit of strife there, and they're under an enormous amount of pressure here. Glenunga through their defence. Ball goes out towards Prosser. Will beat him out of play, and we'll have a free kick there to Jack Ianello for last possession out of bounds.
Ianello, he's got the footy. Sends it up high. Almost touched the sky, that football. Big fist came over the top. And that one's been punched away.
It's going to hit the road. Yep. It is in the gutter.
Well, if you're in Decaturville Terrace, be careful.
Tell you, that's one of the best golden fists I've seen in the Adelaide Football League this year. We don't have an award or a sponsor, but if you're out there, please contact the Adelaide Footy League and Sports Interactive, as we'll get one of those sponsors as well, because there's been some magnificent golden fish this year.
There has. In the meantime, let's submit that one to bounce. Well, meantime does get out of the Packers, emerging through traffic. Come Glenunga, all collected. There's a nice mark. Davis takes his time over the top. They've got 2 out. Oh no, spilt mark. That's not good. It might still work out though. Through comes Charlick. He's strong defensively. Been impressed with his second quarter, as the almost diving mark was nearly taken, but enough time to recover.
So hair passing through the middle, through Schmidt, now through Perks. Perks goes short. Finds Hugo Kelly at true centre forward. Wheels around, looking for Davis. Big Juice can't take the mark. Well worked there by Zach Smith in scintillating form. Should have hit that ball a little bit harder there, but allowed it to come to him, and they have enough time to recover. So another high up and under. As you see, with that ball just dropped out of nowhere. Could have been a legging there, nothing doing. Oh, Jordan Neal taken high impact. So it looks like it's a rebounded ball off Prowse through Bilby. Just hand passing it through the middle. Abe Davis will go long. Twirling sort of ball. Well done by Prosser. Beautiful hand pass over the top to Joe the Goose. DeSera kicks it right out on the road almost, and well-deserved team goal there by Glenunga, and well set up by Abe Davis. Not his best kick. A tumble punt inside forward 50. Just so well structured here, Glenunga. They just know where each other were. Prosser doing some heavy lifting. DeSera over the top with the Joe the Goose. Put your glasses down. Glenunga out to a 15-point lead on the Sportle scoreboard. 4-5-29 to 2-2-14. And we're 9 minutes down in this second quarter.
Well, nearly ended up on the racetrack. He kicked it that far away.
Very damaging, aren't they, when they get the ball in their hands and on their own terms here, Glenunga?
Yeah, they are. So quick. Just able to just blast straight through the centre of the ground.
Yeah, off to the races every time.
Yeah. They're in a little bit of trouble here, Prince Alfred for 9.
Yeah, me too. 9 scoring shots to 4, back to the middle.
Next goal vital here, especially if you're wearing the maroon of Prince Alfred Old Collegians. Meantime, West, he's just going to snap it out of there. Collected in the end by Fahey, then given across. That could hurt. Meantime, Glenunga are going to keep coming forward. Inside forward 50. Here it is. It's Davis. Back to his opponent. Shrugs off one, then takes his time and sets it up. Ball came in hard. Well done. Getting towards the line, and that is desperate defending. Ianello, fantastic work. That's the Jack variety. Oh.
Yeah, deliberate. Smart work by Parsons there. So Parsons read it really well, because it was deliberate out of bounds. Poor manning up from PAC. And an easy shot on goal for Jack Matchett. Matchett lining up for goal number 2. He's on a 45-degree angle. Man on the mark, about 20 from home. We have no issues with the distance. Accuracy will be could be a difficulty here with the swirly breeze. So Matchett just drills it into the wind and kicks his second. And it's a bit of danger, high voltage here for PAC. As Glenunga starting to really ramp things up and get on top. 5-5-35 to 2-2-14. 21-point margin as we enter the mid-phase of the second quarter.
Yeah, now you've really got to fight back now. I think if you're Prince Alfred, you've got to remember this footy game isn't done, not by a long shot, despite the fact Glenunga are A, the best team in the competition, and B, have a little bit of a run on. Because they get the next goal, goals breed goals, it's an old cliche. But yeah, for mine, I think it is absolutely vital that Prince Alfred almost wake up, re-energise themselves. They're going to need to have a couple of minutes like they did to start the game. Ball back in. Picked up in the end by Fahey. He slips over though at the crucial moment. And a free kick's going to go the way of Pitt. Pitt's got the footy back edge of the square. So Prince Alfred, old collegians, sends it out. And they take a nice mark in the end. That's with Ianello. This time it's Benjamin. Of course, Benjamin and Jack are out there at the minute. Ball, big fist over the top, slap back. And goes out of bounds.
Just saw that kick off Benjamin Ianello's boot. He must have kicked that close to 60 metres with the carry of that wind. And it's certainly going to play some havoc for defensive lineups. So the ball will be thrown in about 20 metres from home here for PAC, desperate for the next goal. And a third man up, ball comes to ground. And players just taking their time to get to that contest. The ball up about 15 metres from home, right directly in front of the PAC goal. A good tap by West, just pokes one out the back, looking for some support. Players diving all over the ball, and it'll be trickled through for a rush behind. We're basically 13 minutes down, and the margin on the Sportal scoreboard is 20 points.
A couple of whistles going. So might come back. We'll come back. It is going to be in the end, ending up in the hands of Fahey. Fahey then loads up, sends it out towards the middle. Big fist came down. There's good defensive work at the back then from PAC. Oh, that's going to be holding the ball. Goodbye. And Schwartz is going to reward himself with a free kick. He sets it up. Davis has got 2 to beat. In the end, it rolls out. Ball there to recover. And that's not going to go well. That could be deliberate.
Bit of collateral damage at ground level there for PAC with McCauley and Siebels, the captain and the vice-captain, putting their bodies on the line, but a bit of pain there.
Yeah, certainly a bit of pain. Speaking of pain, just missed. So they'll take the point and move on here to 5-6, plays 2-3, and that is of course on the Sportal and Hahn scoreboard. Hahn Ultra Zero Carb, great taste. Ultra Zero Carb, how good.
So Jolly doing the kick-in duties, finds McCauley. Oh, puts his team under enormous duress. Ball comes out towards Prosser. Beautiful tap on. Some excellent work, but he's sold there, and absolutely gone there was Butterworth. So strong tackling there by McCauley. Leading from the front. Oh, he's almost coughed off another one. So ball back here, should go back to Butterworth. Left foot snapper. And another goal to Glenunga. And the Rams absolutely ramming PAC at the minute. And umpires just conversing. All clear. So, bit of Benny Hill music out there at the moment. And it's Glenunga 6-6-42. Plays PAC 2-3-15. We're 15 minutes down on the Sportal scoreboard. Big thanks to Sportal and Hahn. There we go, Hart. We got Hart Ultra Zero Carb. Great taste, Ultra Zero Carb. How good? How good is Glenunga at the moment?
Oh, the Rams, they are on fire. And PAC in all kinds of trouble. Now is the time, if you are PAC, to find a way and dance back into this contest. Ball at the back now. They did win the clearance. Did Prince Alfred. So up the line, ball in the goal square, almost picked up. Snapped back defensively, coming across, that was well done. Picked up and driven into the forward 50 by Craig Pitt. Good tackle.
Big difference between the cleanliness and efficiency of both teams here at the moment, particularly inside forward 50.
Ball, meantime, is cleared for the moment. Bouncing footy. Ianello, he's involved. Ball running now. As it's just in contest at the minute. No one able to really get it clean disposal at the minute. And there's a good tackle. Kalavasitis, he was involved in that. Of course, that's Thomas variety. It's going to go back to the umpire and get thrown up. One of the players was trying to claim that they'd won themselves a free kick, but the umpire wasn't buying any of that. One of the fans was convinced that was holding the ball, but it's going to be balled up instead.
So Charlie Pridham just dusts himself off. Perks in the ruck, which is interesting, gets Davis. And Pridham gets the free kick for a trip. Hands off to Davis, why wouldn't you? Sells a bit of candy. Probably not going to be the required 15. Bounces off the chest there of Jack Scott. Now they'll have a boundary throw in it. Broadcast side, true centre wing. And we're almost 17 and a half minutes down in this second quarter. And it's been one-way traffic in the second term for Glenunga. PAC goalless at this stage. Tumble punt. They got one out the back here, and Charlie meets the ball well. Needs to be clean. Good punch, goes down to Davis, dishes out the back. Got a stack of numbers. Oh, and a one-hander, a little bit of Yanko, mark of the week contender there by Faye. So Declan Faye, that was an absolute slips catch.
Oh, I was just going to say that, and I'll tell you what, call Australia, we found you a new slips.
Oh, strong mark at centre full by Matchett. Really starting to have an impact. Didn't push off the mark. Jolly finds the ball, could have been taken high. DeSera in the right position, juxtaposition 101, and makes them pay for his second. So Jolly just didn't take the ball with him. DeSera, right place, right time, bada bing, bada boom. And the Sportal scoreboard's really starting to line up now for Glenunga. 7-6, 48 plays 2-3-15. 33-point match-winning lead at the moment.
Yeah. Prince Alfred, they gave us a good contest in that first quarter, but it has been all Glenunga this quarter. They've kicked one goal for the quarter of Prince Alfred.
Sorry, yeah, I was wrong there. Will Schmidt.
Meantime, it has been 4 goals for Glenunga. I think it's been 4 unanswered.
Yeah.
So they desperately need to pick up the phone and answer the call that the Rams have put down. Ball goes up, slap back. Collected in the end, well done Pridham. He got it out towards Davis. Now Davis puts it inside forward 50. Big pack forms, no one able to really hang on in the end. Well done, driven into the ground, and it's a fantastic tackle and rewarded as well, as it deserved to be. And Schwartz is lining up for possibly his second.
Possibly. We'll have to get the phone call out at half time and see what we can come up with, because he deserves a kilo of snags there. Schwartz for his snag of the day contender early on in the first quarter.
Going back deliberately here on the approach. And the Rams for 5 in a row and 5 in the quarter, and it would be a game high margin as it is currently if he was to kick anything here. Kicks on its way. Just a behind there. 7-7 plays at 2-3, a margin now of 34 points, and that's on the Sport on Hand scoreboard. Pan Ultra Zero Carb, great taste. It's Ultra Zero Carb, how good.
So Jolly plays on from that kick out. He's turned it over, lands on the chest there of Lincoln Bennett. Plays on immediately, high up and under, match it in juxtaposition 101. Couldn't take the mark. Umpire's found a free kick, too high. So PAC defence struggling at the minute. Josh Perks, been a handy contributor for PAC, goes out wide. Just really lacking some urgency at the moment, PAC, and you can see it within the players' body language, the Sportal and Hahn scoreboard, and their commitment in general. So Abe Davis, too far out to score. Still dangerous from any position because he's got a real drilling flat ball when he wants to, and he's got a real punch in that kick. So he goes in the direction. Oh, beautiful contender at the back, and I think he's trying to claim the mark here. But nothing doing there for Seaballs. And you've got to try for something, don't you? So West gets the tap, pokes it into a very, very good position. Dangerous. Right foot snapper, beautiful goal. And Tully Kennett goes bang. Outstanding goal from Kennett. And the tap work of West wasn't deliberate in anyone's favour, but I tell you what, they just systematically knew what was going on. Kennett did the rest. Beautiful right foot snapper. Played every game since the semi-final in 2022, and he's making every post a winner this afternoon, the vice-captain. 8-7-55, 40-point margin. Geez, that's gone out real quick. 22 minutes down, second term, Sportal scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Oh, they are absolutely having some game of football at the minute. Glenunga, I've seen them play a couple times across the season live, a couple times when I've been practicing for games, and this might be one of the best performances I've seen from them. I think this
clinical.
Season.
Clinical.
It's almost a training drill, with all respect maintained there for Prince Alfred with that statement. Ball out the back, collected, given across now as it is in the hands of Temi. He then sent it up, but that kick didn't quite work out, so he's going to come back in for for Prince Alfred. Darting and just loading up the footy into the dangerous area. Davis was there. He was first to the football, but wasn't able to hang on to it in the end. It's going to be a ball up.
So 35 from home. An understatement that they need the next goal here. PAC. Good tap by West, just commanding that now. Pridham runs away. Gets on that trusty left foot. Posing ruckman back there is Neil. Punched away by Davis. We'll have a throw in. True centre wing, far side. I think we've had a bit of a change up with the wind. As we heard the glass in the background just a moment ago, they sense the rain is coming, and it is about to downpour here on Park 9. Wind has changed. Apologies for the flaps and the wind. It is our tarp above our broadcast position. And if we get a downpour, poor old Harry the horse on camera is going to get flooded. The ball's thrown in. Neil and West. Neither really gains ascendancy. Yeah, we'll have a throw in, ball up. Not much advantage game there by either side.
Ball goes up, almost, and does in the end work its way down for Glenunga. Glenunga trying to drive forward once more, but it is going to be controlled nicely at the back now. Ball sent forward from Wilkin. He has his kick chopped off by West. So West then loads up, gives it across. Pridham sends it almost into orbit with that entry inside forward 50. Ball might work its way out for Norton. Now again, Wilkin is in danger. He's in trouble. And Fahey was all over him, read him like a book. Play on advantage and sent through for a behind.
There's a lot of perceived pressure out there for PHC at the moment. We just saw two players almost collide into one another as they heard the footsteps of Abe Davis in the background in that last marking contest. So they go short. Finds Josh Perks, being the best players so far for PAC. Comes out to our broadcast side. Got a player out here in Ball. Strong mark by Ball. Contested mark. They need more of the same. Strong calls for Baldy to kick down the line, and he does. Good punch from that contest. Bit of a struggle mid-air. West just dishes off. Some good work to Parsons. Parsons with an inside-out boot. Well read by Prosser. Prosser goes bang. And stick. Oh, looked like it was home. Goal umpire thought otherwise. He claims it's hit the post. Almost hit the flag like last night. Lachlan Gould.
Yes. Score 8-9-57, plays 2-3-15. A 43-point margin on the Sport on Hahn scoreboard. Hahn Ultra Zero Carb. Great taste. Ultra Zero Carb. How good. As I said before, looking forward to going home and having an Ultra Zero Carb beer brought to you by Hahn. Meantime, Prince Alfred, they're in trouble again. Collected in the end by Schmidt, although Footy looks like it's... and whistles are going.
Back.
Yep. Looks like it is going to go the way of Glenunga. Pridham's got the footy. Pridham loads up towards Davis. He was coming and he nearly took a fantastic grab. Meantime, crumbed at the ground level. But back to defend is Ianello. And that's his Benjamin there. Of course, we've also got Jack out there as well.
So a long ball out of the defensive 50. Almost chiming in there was Fay. Couldn't take the mark. Barely the required distance off the boot there of Jolly, but finds some breathing space to his playing coach and Pitt. Pitt's got one on in the middle. Beautiful chipper. And finds Charlick. Charlick keen to play on. Pops one over the top to Jolly. That was a touch ball. Jolly's got one out wide. Has plenty of time on what he thought was time. Again, took probably too long. West, good work. Goes out the back to Davis. Should have no trouble here. He's got one on the square in Butterworth and says, nah, sit back there, Butters. I'm going to slot this through.
If you don't mind.
If you don't mind. I'm the best of the rest. Don't worry about that. Abe Davis using his wealth of experience. Some smart work there by West. He's done some damaging work at ground level as well as his tap work, and it's been an enthralling clash between the two Jordans of West and Neil. So Davis lining up for goal number 2. Distance won't worry him. He'll still be able to kick 50 into the breeze, unless it's a howling gale force wind. 45-degree angle. Only needs a couple of steps. Thumping kick. Just drifting to the right for a minor score, and it'll be 8-10-58. Plays 2-3-15. 43-point margin, deep in the time on second term.
Ball now about to come back into play. Pitt loads up, sends it out now almost through the hands of Kelly, and it was in the end over the boundary line. Scott took it over. Number 19 for the Glenunga Rams. Ball about to come back, spiralling into the air and back down to ground level as the two rucks will engage. West, Neil doing what they do best. This time it's going to work out here as Jolly sends it forward for PAC. A little scrubber on the ground. Oh no! Oh! They can't play that on, and that looks bad.
That is an old-fashioned coat hanger if I've ever seen one, and probably the first I've seen this year.
Oh. You don't see them
it's an ugly tackle. Not much maliciousness in it, but that is a coat hanger, old school, no matter which way you look at it.
He was right over to apologise. But that is one. That's a very brutal action. As meantime, Clark, who was the one that did end up getting coat hangered, sends it over the boundary line. Off hands.
So they've got one last goal in them, 30 metres out from home here for PAC. Would love a goal before half-time to take some sort of momentum into the third quarter. Good work there at ground level there by Archie Perks. Goes back looking for some help here. There's enough numbers for Glenunga, but this one's out of bounds on the fall. A lack of a P in the whistle for the boundary umpire. I think it's Benjamin Ianello, who Will be a test of distance and accuracy because he's right on the boundary line. He'll have to kick just inside the arc. So deliberate approach. Lovely left foot kick. Jeez, it's a tough kick for a left footer. That might be your snag of the day right there. Ian Adelaide with a beautiful left foot slipper straight through the high diddle. Snag of the week contender for Jag Meatworks under 1 kilo of gourmet snags. We normally give them out to the snappers, but that is a beautiful kick with a difficulty level for a left footer. And a much needed goal on the Sportal scoreboard and Hahn for PAC, 8-10-58. 37-point margin, 3-3-21. Siren is inevitable and very, very close here, Lachlan Gould.
Yeah, it certainly is. 31 minutes gone now, as you just said, so a goal they much needed. It snaps almost 5 goals there. Streak of 5 goals for Glenunga. Back in the middle. Prince Alfred, Old Collegians, can they do something? Or will we have to wait till the third quarter? Will the siren go? Meantime, in the forward line it comes for Glenunga. And it's taken on the siren. So Schwartz is going to get an opportunity to go back and kick his second of the day. Going to have to kick every part of about 45 metres here.
Yeah, a good test of distance and accuracy here, given the wind and the kicking to the breeze.
Schwartz to regain some momentum. It's across the face. So it will stay 8-10-58. Plays Prince Alfred Old Collegians 3-3-21. The Rams, they're leading this one pretty comfortably.
They certainly are, and they've done all the damage in the second term with a 5 goals to 2 quarter. And we'll go through the goal kickers before we go to our main break. For the home team, Will Schmidt kicking his second quarter goal, as did a beautiful Benjamin in LA just before the siren and the shot on the siren there. Josh Perk's first goal there of the game for Prince Alfred Old Collegians, and over to Glenunga. Well, they've got multiple goal kickers, 2 each to Deerserra and Matchett. Matchett been impressive in the air and dangerous. One singles also to Bo Schwartz, we believe, Abe Davis and Tom Butterworth, and Tully Kennett with a beautiful right foot snapper as well. Stage is set for a big half, and we'll talk about some resurgence. Well, the home team will need plenty of resurgence in the second half, because I still believe that Glenunga are still looking to make up for last year's grand final misery, and they're going to inflict as much pain as they can on PAC in the second half. 14 point was the margin at the quarter time break. It's out to 37 at the half. We've got a huge second half coming up for Sports Interactive and Filming Footy, and big thanks to Classic Clashes, celebrating grassroots greatness. We'll bring back all the second half action after these key messages. active first half. 2 goals and third best last week. He's back on the goal kickers list this week. His 11th goal for the season. And has been a magnificent recruit after playing with North Adelaide and Sturt. North Adelaide the last 4 seasons. So back to the middle. Western nil. No, neither initiates contact or hit out capabilities. So West doing some heavy lifting at ground level, so as does Pridham. This ball comes out the back of this contest. Some smart work there in the end, but well held up by Craig Pitt, the playing coach. So West, good tap, only goes as far as Jolly, dishes off, puts his teammate under pressure with a hospital pill. I think he might receive a free kick though. Was balled, and it will come back to him. Showing some promising signs, young ball. Deep entry inside forward 50. Good punch at the back there by Scott. So got a player at the front there, just off the one step. Beautiful kick. And a magnificent goal, and a much needed goal for Prince Alfred Old Collegians. And good work there by Josh Perks, kicking his second. He's the only one multiple goal kicker for PAC thus far. And he's probably been close to one of their best players this afternoon.
Yeah, kicked the first of the day. And yeah, been really good to add another one to his tally. 10-14, 74 plays 4-4, 28, 17 minutes gone in this third quarter here. Sportle and Hahn scoreboard. Of course, Hahn, Ultra Zero Carb, great taste. Ultra Zero Carb, how good. Back in the centre now. The Rucks collide. West got it down. Not sure he meant to do that, but it did work out in the end. Pridham now was chasing after Kennett had a disposal. Kolovasitis, he lays a good tackle. Meantime, though, Prince Alfred come forward. Big punch. Pridham sends it back towards the centre of the ground. Glenunga trying to find their way through. Collected, and now they might just find their way out here. Will Prince Alfred turns, stops. Clark, drilling ball inside forward 50. Through the hands, might still work out. Ball snapped forward in the end from Pitt. And it is now with Prince Alfred inside their forward 50. Oh.
Almost walked straight to the post and got some whiplash there. Was Dundon. Met it very, very heavily. A costly mistake in the end, and it just seems like there's a lack of spice in this contest now as the Sportle scoreboard lights up for the home team, and it is 10-14, 74, still with a comfortable 31 point margin, 5-5-35 PAC. We're 20 and a half minutes down. Premiership work there, right half forward. Strong tackling. Work by Pitt. Unfortunately too high. Holding the ball. Sorry. So Pitt, right half back. Sizes up his options. Plenty of movement, which is great to see. Haven't given up the ghost. Despite the Sportle and Hahn scoreboard blowing out of proportion. And trickles out a play off the hands there of Josh Perks. Who's had some perks on the scoreboard with 2 majors. So ball to be thrown in. Neil and West. And Davis lurking out wide. Almost an impossible task to man him up, given his size, ability of the air and at ground level. Good tap again by West as conditions continue to get more blusterier as the game's played out. So some clean hands. Ball goes out to Davis. Gets one out the back. Gets the 1-2. The dance music there for the big Abe. No mark taken. Conditions very, very difficult here at park number 9. I'll have a ball up about 35 from home for Glenunga.
Ball does go up. Neil loses out, and there's a bit of a scramble on at the minute as no one's able to really grab hold of the footy. Dropped and now grabbed by Fred, who then gives it across towards the Neil, but the ball was smothered out. I think Carlo Vasitis was there with the smother. So the umpire says we're going to throw it back into play. So wind starts to pick up as we head into the late evening here in Adelaide, early twilight time. Ball from Hit. It's just a long, booming, clearing footy. Tapped and out by Perks.
So some good work by Perks and Pitt. Probably been amongst the best 2 or 3 Prince Alfred Old collegians this afternoon. Shallow throw in. Players alert. So high up and under. Awkward ball to mark. Ball comes to ground. Some brilliant roving. Been a key feature. Davis slices. Unfortunately, his ball is smothered. Some strong tackling, and the umpire says that is holding the ball. So when they don't have ball in possession, they quickly turn into defensive mode, and Declan Fay goes back to Davis. Goes to the hot spot. Tumble kick inside forward 50. Dishes out almost a throw. Again, perceived pressure gets the better and ends up back on the lap of Fay.
Done some nice things today. Already kicked 1 monster goal.
Ooh. And goes to the near side for a minor score. First score of the final term. And it is 12-17, 89. 255-35.
Ball kicking's going to be from Jolly. And I imagine him and his teammates will be feeling anything but that at the minute. As the Hahn and Sportle scoreboard now reads 36, plays 90. Of course, Hahn, great taste, 0 carb, ultra 0 carb. How good is that? As I said, along with a kilo of Jack's sausages, it's going to be a fantastic barbecue around mine this weekend. As down the line, the punch came in, and umpire's going to throw that one back in.
Who's caught your eye this afternoon, Lachlan?
It's a great question. I think Declan Fay's been really good. I like the work of Abe Davis. I think Jesse Temmie's been pretty good as well. And over the other side, I really like the work of Josh Perks. And William Charlick's tried hard in defence.
Yeah, well put. Well summarised. And the ball will be all comers. There'll be a free kick for last possession out of bounds to Jack Trenordham. Played a lot of his football at the Butte Football Club in the York Peninsula. Could have been asked to play on, because he definitely did. Umpire finally calls him to play on. And a free kick there to Pitt. He's been a magnificent performer. Goes short, gets it back with the 1-2. linking up with Wilkin. So Pitt goes inside forward 50. No mark taken. They just seem to be able to know where each other is. They're outnumbered on this occasion, Glenunga, and that's a rarity throughout this match. Went in with head first, almost giving away his... Anyway, they move the ball through to Sarah. Got one out the back here in Matchett. Holds on. Got Declan Fay on short. Got one longer. Goes in the direction of Bennett. Bennett comes from 3 deep. Swartz was there as well. And he gets rushed over the boundary line for a throw-in. About 10 metres from home for the Glenunga Rams.
It'll be interesting now, because now it's about for Glenunga, as nice as getting revenge for last year is, it's now about for them making sure they hold on to this lead and get some nice percentage as well. They might not need it, but you know, if they hit a form slump, every percent's going to count. All bouncing and collecting through hands in the end, and then did end up in the hands of Carlo Vasitas. He sends it back inside. Oh, what a defensive grab that is. Absolutely fantastic work. As across the ground goes Schmidt. And Schmidt now. Oh, that's a dangerous kick, and he's going to pay the price for it too. Because he's kicked it to his opposite number in Kennett.
He did mention percentage earlier, and Prince Alfred College have got the worst percentage in the Adelaide Footy League Division 1. So obviously Glenunga on the other end of the scale as well.
Potentially it's around Prince Alfred then trying to protect some of their percentage and cutting into this lead.
Oh, yeah, potentially a 5th spot still available, but percentage is absolutely critical and vital, and that's the department they're actually missing out on at the moment.
Of course, what happens in the Golden Grove's game as well will be important, as the kick is on its way and straight through the middle. Fantastic work there from Kennett to add his name to the score sheet.
So I've got Kennett down for a double.
Yeah, no, I made a mistake there. One in the third, one in the fourth.
Yeah.
My apologies.
He's, like I mentioned, played every game, very durable. Played every game since the semi-final back in 2022. And when you've got a good run with injuries, amazing things can happen. So Glenunga have ticked another box. They've won 12 out of 14 first halves. And they'll definitely win 14 straight. They only lost, amazingly, just the 14 quarters for the year, which is an unbelievable stat. 1 quarter a game they've lost on average. It's great work here at ground level. Fay! Could this be the snag of the day? No, drifts wide. And straight through the middle of the points. So Fay just growing in confidence as this game has played out.
I was just having a look. You mentioned that 5th spot is on is up for grabs. It's currently held by Golden Grove. They're playing at home this afternoon, and Broadview and Prince Alfred, who will be on 10 points after this one. What happens between Golden Grove and their opponents will be important in the context of the season as we head towards finals. Meantime, it is now with Prince Alfred. They've managed to get themselves out of trouble, although that bounce was cruel. The tackle was brilliant though. And that was fantastic work. As Archie Perks might have just deleted all that good work, and he did. No, he's won himself another 25 minutes. He's added to it. I thought the umpire pointed the other way. That's my apologies. Meantime, Perks, so from 25 metres from where he originally tackled, was able to drill the footy inside forward 50. And the only player back there, though, was Fay.
The right half back. Lovely kick to Davis. Just picks up possessions at will. Smart kick to Scott. Scott goes out even wider. Got a play out there in Carlo Vasitas with the orange boots. He's been prominent on his wing. Real high up and under. No mark taken there by Prowse. Ball comes to ground level, and they've mopped that up very nicely through the efforts of Bald. So Ball goes the 45 kick, almost overcooks it to Pitt. Neil was there for support. So Pitt may go back here to Siebels. He's also got McCauley on short. and goes to McCauley. No yardage gain. Seaballs, so captain to vice captain, player coach, captain, vice captain, leading from the front. Got one on the 45. He's overcooked the kick. Let back on it there, Seaballs. Poor posture will cost you. So Faye, growing in confidence as we mentioned. Back to Abe Davis. Just pumps it inside forward 50. Should have been pay the mark, and here's Swartz. And front on contact. And when you've got a penetrating kick like Abe Davis, even though it's against the wind, it's like a bullet, just slicing and dicing through the forward 50. Plays on. Oh, the umpire said come around. He wanted to play on and use the umpire with the man on the mark.
It's good umpiring.
Yeah, it is good umpiring because most umpires will let that go as an advantage situation. Does play on. Left foot snapper, easy as you like. And Bo Swartz, well, he's definitely got one now, but has he got the snag of the day? We're yet to find out. So, continuing to add to the punishment, and on the Sportal scoreboard, it is 14-19. 103 to 5-6-36. Now, my calculations, that's a 67-point lead. Almost 12 minutes down the final turn. Brought to you by Sportal and Hahn.
So, Glenunga won the first quarter by 14 points, the second quarter by 23 points to lead by 37, and then they won the third quarter by 16 points to lead it by 53 at the main break, and they're currently winning this quarter by 13 points. So, certainly, It's all Glenunga at the minute as the Rams go forward one more time. At the back, Schwartz won himself the ball.
Geez, that's magnificent tap work there by Big Geordie West. That was peas and carrots down there to Tully Kennett. And he just raced through the clearance, made it look very easy to Swartz. And that is training drill 101.
So now, he waits. The umpire settles him down. In on his approach, very slight angle to work against. Goal umpire did not have to move. And Schwartz adds what's potentially his third and definitely his second into this, into a contest which Glenunga have absolutely dominated. 15-19, 109, plays 5-6-36, and that's on the Sportal and Hahn scoreboard. Hahn Ultra Zero Carb, great taste, Ultra Zero Carb, how good.
We'll have to wait out Lachlan Gould to lubricate our tonsils and our voice boxes after the Sportal scoreboard's lit up this afternoon to try one of those Hahn Ultra Zero Carb beers. Back to the middle. West just really dominating that middle now. POC getting the clearance. Ball goes out wide in the direction of Archie Perks. Beats all comers, and it'll be a free kick last possession out of bounds to Spencer Prowse. So Prowse, left half back, switches play, dangerous kick, Inello, beauty. Not much to write home about, but he's got three. And great work there by Benjamin Inello, read it like a book, put the novel down, he's kicked his third. So some respectability in the first goal of the quarter for PAC. The Sportal scoreboard lights up. 15-19, 109 to 6-6-42. Still a whopping 67-point margin on the Sportal and Hahn scoreboard. Plenty of Hahn Ultra Zero Carb beers being drank here responsibly at Park number 9.
Of course, yes, if you are going to have a drink, do it responsibly. But,
preferably with the Jag Meatworks gourmet sausage.
Yes, I mean, absolutely. As I said, barbecue round mine's going to be absolutely electric this week. Meantime, back in the centre. Does get it out now. Does Wilkin. Ball's bouncing. Bounces on a dime and certainly favours the Glenunga player tracking back. Sets it up as... Oh, Ianello should have been given the mark. Wasn't. Wilkin. And that's a free kick that is going to go the way of Davis. So Abe Davis.
Just flick Wilkin on the mark like a little fly on his shoulder then.
Now the high footy. Here comes West. It wasn't him, but someone's pulled in an absolute screamer, and well done to Prosser. So Prosser goes up the line, and coming through quickly then were Prince Alfred. They quickly spread to the outside of this contest. Macaulay, and he was able to find a loose man in the centre.
So some great work there to Archie Perks. Got one out even wider. Goes in there in the direction of the ball. Needs a kind bounce. Kicks out of mid-air. Great anticipation. Plenty of numbers behind the ball for Glenunga. With a spate of hair passes out the back. Perks back in the action. Can he win it on this one-on-one? Dives on the ball. Danger, danger. Umpires do not like that in Adelaide Footy League Division 1. You park yourself on the ball. And definitely the sting taken out of this one. Davis does the ruck. Just skittles Perks in the process. And it's going to be very hard to give the 3-2-1 for the Player of the Year award, particularly the recipient of the Archie Stolz for the best player on the ground this afternoon. So high up and under, West under this, but West doing the roving. The magnificent hand pass by the big man. DeSera racing away. Sort of an ill-directed kick because it didn't favour anyone. Siebel's in the box seat, runs over the ball. Some smart work there by Matchett. Under enormous pressure, some good work there by Timmer. Goes back to DeSera, plays for the free kick for in the back. Nothing doing. Strong tackle there on Bilby. And the little Bilby is come up with the ball. Right in front of our broadcast box, brought to you by Filming Footy and Sports Interactive. And strong tackling. As they put the handbrake on Tully Kennett, the vice-captain. 2 goals to his name. Good punch by Matchett. Right on the open play. Cooley goes to Jolly. Tumble kick, floater. Umpire says play on. There was no touch there, but we'll let it go. Don't get in the way of a good story. 7:20 there on Oliver Clark. Free kick not given. Tully Kennett, sharp hands. They still got one more to give off. Left foot snapper, top of the square. What a mark by Prosser! Almost a little Bianco mark of the week. Plays on and goal. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
16-19, 115 to 6-6-42. Demolition derby here by the Rams. Margin out to 73 points. We're almost 18.5 minutes down. Final term for Sportle and Hard. Classic clashes. Celebrating grassroots greatness.
That was absolutely fantastic from Prosser to just extend that margin out again. But the way he used his body, he was able to take the mark and then just put it about, well, it would have gone about 15 rows back. It was gone about 15 trees back. So
it's exhilarating judgment of the ball through the air because he was out of position. And the only player that really desperately wanted the ball was Prosser.
And if you're desperate enough to get it, you certainly, well, 9 times out of 10, you end up with the ball. Back in the centre of the ground now. Park 9, it's been a fantastic afternoon. Bringing you footy. That one looks like it's going to go the way of Abe Davis. Of course, the reigning best and fairest medallion winner here in the Adelaide Footy League Div 1. Been a fantastic player. As up and punched away at the last second then. That was good defensive work from Schmidt. He's going to try and get it out here, Howard, but he might have made a mistake because back onto it is Kennett. The ball gets it over the boundary line.
Fierce little customer, Bo Swartz, with that smother there. He's just a little baked bean tuck a week. Loves the 1%ers.
19 minutes gone here on the Sportle and Hahn Ultra, the Great Taste Ultra Carb, Ultra Zero Carb. How good is that? From Hahn, ball back in. And that is a goal. It's going to be advantage. A lovely finish in the end by Lincoln Bennett. And there were a few question marks then from Prince Alfred on how that free kick was given away. It didn't matter in the end. It was a goal.
Yeah, it was. It was. Wasn't much in that contest for A. Davis to receive that free kick from that ruck contest, but Prince Alfred giving away the free kick, umpire calls advantage, and Lincoln Bennett did the dishes and did the kick truly, and the scoreboard extends out to 79 points. 21st minute mark, final term. And they are continuing to do the damage and inflict pain on Park 9 and the Prince Alfred College Old Collegians. So I suspect there'll be some time on in this final term. 5 goals to 1. 6 goals in the quarter thus far. And they're just making it look very easy, almost a training drill. And the only one gunning that mark was Macaulay, the captain. So Macaulay goes to 45, finds Ollie Wilkin. Oh, almost cool to play on there was Jack Ianello. Smart work, almost a 25, and is paid to Macaulay. Just a little bit late on the contest. Gives the royal salute there, does Lincoln Bennett. After kicking the last goal to the local faithful here, the former old collegian crew. That beautiful picket fence there on the boundary line. Tunnelled there, and will be a free kick. And paid to Pitt, who has not given up. Courageous playing coach. One would think he's probably too far out to score, looking for his options. No one on in the hot spot. Geordie Neal just moves back, so he goes across the top of the 50. Not his best kick, unfortunately, and he's turned it over.
He has. So we're going to end up with Faye. Faye takes his time. He's got a lead on from the previous goal kicker in Bennett, and Bennett takes a great grab there. Turns and asking for a lead up the line. Not really getting a whole lot, so he might just go towards the contest. That is where it goes. And now at the back, might have been in the back, it was. Yeah. Advantage. Here it is. Easy workout. Faye, he's going to run onto it, and he's going to kick a very easy goal. Just dribbles it through.
And you can hear it from the crowd there. It was too easy. Too easy, Campese. A little bit of lemon squeezy amongst that as well. And the Sportal scoreboard lighting up again. 18-19, 127 to 6-6-42. And if my old maths is anywhere near correct, we're looking at about 85 point the margin there. So already the worst percentage in the competition, PAC, that is going to be a massive dent. And they'll be stuck potentially still in 7th, potentially down to 8, and maybe the hovering relegation, which would be an unbelievable turnaround after a premiership last year. Back to the middle. Some smart work by Davis. Pops one over the top. Giving off again. Good work there by Butterworth. Probably not quite the 15 required, but a strong mark in the end by Trenorden. And 25 really didn't run off his mark. Swartz overcommitted to the contest. I love the umpires to have the option of a 25 and a 50. They've got the 25 up their sleeve. So playing on immediately is Jack Ianello. Goes in the direction of his brother, is it? On that half-forward flank. Sorry, it's not. It's Dundon. Dundon goes to the hot spot. Not much on. Free kicks given. Advantage paid. Prowse tries to hold it up. They've got plenty of options as they roll out of defence. And as easy and as casual as you like. So it looks like Nick Wunke hasn't had too much work to do back there. Ball really getting held up with the wind there. Claiming the mark. There was Siebels. Goes into the middle. Jolly's run himself into some serious bother. Holding the ball, says the umpire.
And he's going to be now in the hands of Carlo Vasitas. He sets up Kennett through the centre of the ground. Now the long ball inside forward 50. And the seas just parted for Schwartz, who took a fantastic grab.
Jeez, he's a handy little player.
He is. He's been really good today.
Got a wealth of experience there with the Southern District Football Club in the NTFL. Obviously he's played on.
He has played on. The snap. Oh, he's hit the belly of the ball. That's not what you want, and it's not what the mark deserved, but it's going to work out because Faye's on the end of it as well, and he's been one that's really lifted in the second half.
He certainly has. And good players with polish will make you pay.
Certainly will.
Tell you what, Lockie, they said the temperature feels like 6.9. Take a couple of degrees off up here.
4 and a bit at best. Meantime, it's now with Declan Fay. Kicks on its way. He's pretty happy with it. Goal umpire, he straightens up and confirms that Declan Fay has got his third of this contest. 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and that scoreboard 19-19 plays 6-6, and that is, of course, thanks to Sportle and Hahn. Hahn Ultra Zero Carb, great taste, Ultra Zero Carb. How good, and how good are these Glenunga Rams?
They're certainly inflicting an enormous amount of pain, and that Sportle scoreboard could be raising a bat for 100 very, very soon. So 7 goals to 1 in the final term. 26 minutes down. Suspect there'll be at least another 3 minutes remaining. So West, the big tuna man. No relation to John West. Jolly dishes off there to Charlick. Charlick almost gets it to the top of the 50. Bit of Benny Hill music going on in the background. And the rolling mill is held up right at the top of the paint there. We'll have the ball up 50 metres out from the PAC goal. Looking to add one more at least for a bit of respectability on the scoreboard. West just grabs it out of the ruck. He's manhandled Jordan Neal in the second half, which I didn't really hope would happen. Strong tackling there on Schmidt, who's gone to the back flank in the second half after playing forward in the first half. Tumble kick out of that contest. West does the roving again. He's been impressive, the big man. Former Woodville West Torrens and Sydney Swans Northeastern AFL player. Oh, beautiful. Head pass, Abe Davis looking for a connector. Couldn't find one. And they've turned it over, and it should go out to Jolly.
Jolly trying to work hard on the wing. Wasn't able to affect the football, though, because through. And that's a good smother from Bald, Charlick. And now Dundon. He then works it up. Might work here as they go towards the back. There's Pitt. Gets sent inside forward 50 then. And that's a fantastic grab. And Dundon, he's had a good game today. He does deserve a goal.
So Dundon will be on a difficult angle. Reasonably shallow pockets here at park number 9. That's still a difficult kick considering the windy conditions.
So, massive kick here. Dundon on the approach. As the siren goes, he's missed, but it'll matter not. 6-7-43, plays 19-19, 133. Glenunga Rams send a massive message to the rest of the competition. Even the reigning premiers can't get us. We're undefeated and we're 14-0.
Huge performance from Glenunga, coast to coast. The second half was a demolition derby, 11 goals to just the 3. Sting well and truly out of the game, but a good side. And a premiership contender will make you pay and punish you at every given opportunity.
I've got an update from Harpers Field as well. Golden Grove have beaten Port District, so that's a massive win.
Wowzers!
That is a massive win.
So don't worry about 5th position. They're about to hunt down the Falcons in 4th position. And look out, 90 points is the final margin here. I'll tell you what, it's going to be very tricky to come up with the 3-2-1. There's probably at least 6 or 7 players that would probably be head and shoulders above anyone from PAC for mine. But we'll roll through those very, very short. We'll just roll through some of our sponsors because they're a huge component of our broadcast and our broadcast partners. Big thanks to Filming Footy Sports Interactive, our main sponsors there, Adelaide Football League. Classic Clashes, celebrating grassroots greatness, our matchday sponsor. Scoreboard brought to you by Sportle and Hahn. Geez, did they get a fair workout this afternoon? Hahn Ultra Zero Carb, great taste, Ultra Zero Carb. How good. And there'll be a few of those sent this afternoon after this match. Obviously drinking responsibly. Big thanks to our umpires as they leave the field. And the Filming Footy Stats, powered by Dartfish, Farmers League for the Coach of the Week. And the best on ground to receive the Archie songs. Geez, we've got a number of contenders we'll have to work through. I'm not going to do this one on air. Snag of the day, though, I'll let you choose that one because there was a number of contenders. From Ian Ello to Bo Swartz in the first quarter and even Declan Fay on that far side. I really do not have a clue, because there was some magnificent goals this afternoon.
Yeah, there really was. I'm going to give it to Declan Fay, I think. I think that kick was absolutely fantastic. It's a really, really hard thing to be able to set that ball back, especially for left footer. So for me, that's goal of the day. Thank you.
The Ianello one?
Yeah.
So Ianello just before the half-time siren. So the left foot on the...
Yeah, sorry, I've got the wrong player.
Yeah, you got Declan Fay. No, all good. Yeah, that Ianello for a left footer from probably just outside the paint. The difficulty level there was through the roof. So well done to Benjamin Ianello. He was one of the standout performers for PAC this afternoon. 3 goals, but also gets himself the kilo of gourmet snags from Jag Meatworks at Arndale Shopping Centre. Hopefully gets his laughing gear around them and enjoys a quiet Hahn Ultra Zero Carb beer at the same time. Perfect match. Running through the goal kickers, and there's 3 each to Bo Swartz and Declan Fay. Two goals each to Dear Sarah, Kennett, Matchett and Abe Davis, and singles to Lincoln Bennett, Harry Prosser, Samuel Parsons and Tom Butterworth. Geez, I tell you what, that was hard to decipher. There's that many goal kickers. Mind you, PAC department wasn't as straightforward as that was. Quite straightforward, in fact. Benjamin Ianello with 3 goals, 2 to Josh Perks, who tried his heart out, and Will Schmidt got the first goal of the match. So 14 points at the first break, 37 at the main break, 53 points as they turned from home, and a whopping 90 points. What caught your eye, Lachlan Gould?
Abe Davis' game, to be honest, caught my eye. I think when the game was there to be won, he really stood up for Glenunga and really set them on their way to this victory.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight tussle. I think the size 8's US thongs for Abe probably are going to fit him. But he's as good as any out there. I thought Declan Fay was really good in the second half, and Jordan Weston, the ruck, was very, very commanding. But they had winners all over the field, Glenunga. Bo Swartz was instrumental in the forward half for Glenunga as well. And big shout out to Craig Pitt, Josh Perks, and the captain, Luke McCauley, for their work down in defence. So as the Glenunga Ram song, we'll just get that over our audio. So the average away winning margin for Glenunga was 40 points. You can extend on that. And let's look at our next 4 games for these 2 teams as we enter the back end of the season. Round 15, we have Glenunga playing Golden Grove at home. So this is a huge game in the context of the season for Golden Grove, who are in tip-top form. Round 16, if Glenunga are going to lose a game throughout the minor round season, Sacred Heart away in round 16 is probably one that's a 50-50. They play St Peter's away in round 17 and finish the season off at home against Payneham North Union. While on the other side of the coin, Prince Alfred College Old Collegians have Tea Tree Gully at home next week. Must win for them. Golden Grove away in round 16. And the penultimate round, they'll have Payneham North Union away as well and finish off the season against second position Sacred Heart at home. So there are no easy games in sight there. PAC, but a couple of winnable ones, much the same. But also plenty of still on the table, plenty of wins still there that need to be added to the winning column for Glenunga Rams. I'd like to thank Harry the horse on camera. He's done a superb job, the young man. Mullet's in good check. He's had a fresh dip of the Milo tin on the top lip this morning. So big thanks to Harry the horse, and big thank you to Lachlan Gould, outstanding, promising young commentator. And we look forward to working with you again. My name's Matty Gale. Looking forward to bringing you round 15 action next week as we enter the final month of the season. And August, hopefully the weather starts warming up for all of our teams. It's been an absolute cracker here this afternoon at Part 9. Good luck to you and your team. We'll bring the footy to you very, very soon. Looking forward to catching up with you, and bye for now.